Wholeness. Today is the last day of what people ascribe to as Scorpio season, meaning Sagittarius starts tomorrow. For years I've said Scorpio is the purported god of death. This is where you have been fed up with stuff and you normally try and eradicate it. You try and get rid of the stuff that is no longer of proper value. Hey there, stranger. You try and get rid of the stuff that is no longer a proper value in your existence. In the system of 13 astrology, a lot of people don't mess with. You include Ophiuchus. After Scorpio comes Ophiuchus before you get to Sagittarius. Ophiuchus, the hidden one, is the battle with the serpent. We all know the serpent is knowledge. So it's battle with the experiences that I've been through. In some senses, for me, I'll call it the Anubis function. It's pass and review. After I've killed everything with the Scorpio energy, I'm supposed to sit and watch everything that I already went through and start making a better assessment. So in that sense, you can ascribe Sagittarius as the Christic energy, resurrection point. So Scorpio, you kill it. Ophiuchus, you review it. Sagittarius, you make a decision on how you're going to carry on. That goes many different ways. And again, take what I say with a grain of salt. If it resonates, take it. If it don't, ignore it. Let your life tell your tale. I view Sagittarius, which is mutable fire. It's the lower level of the fire elements. I view it as the masters of illusion. And I've been saying this for years. It's not to call you crazy or anything like that, but most Sagittarians have a bit of delusion in their energy to the point to where they have manic or schizo type tendencies to where they're always in some form of danger within themselves. But to be fair, those are the highest points of manifestation in people I know. People who have strong Sagittarius energy, you motherfuckers can pop shit off real quick. The danger with that is if everything that you're dealing with is already an illusion or already a battle point, you can create one in that battlefield. That doesn't take you out of the war. It just means you become better weaponized. So for years I've called Sagittarius the most delusional motherfuckers there is. And it's not just the sign, it's the energy. Anybody can pull on Sagittarian energy because, again, as I tell you, you're all of these signs. Your birth point just gives you a better finessing point. We'll do that. You become more acquainted with the signs based off of your charting and all the other stuff. But the energy is never not present, especially as us as the creator points. So Sagittarians can become strong creators, but if you're creating within a delusion, then it's only more delusional energy. Looking at the word Sagittarius, I like to break words down. Looking at it, hey there, Sacred, how you doing there? Kitty cat. So, looking at the word Sagittarius, Sag, or Sag, S-A-G, to sag means to go into a lower level. Like if you're sagging your pants, which y'all motherfuckers need to stop that shit, you're taking your pants down to a lower level. So sag, you're taking things down to a level. And tear, T-A-R-E, is basically the whole container. We are at tear weight, the whole vessel. So I'm going one step below the vessel in us. I'm going one step below my wholeness. Again, it kind of constitutes what I'm saying about creating in the field of illusion just makes you delusional. If I'm only creating one step below where I should be, that's still in response to that Ophiuchian energy. And like I was saying, with Scorpio, it's more or less vindication and retribution and getting rid of the shit that no longer serves. That's fine and fair. But if you didn't take any accountability or responsibility to your choices, or you didn't make any change within you, all you did was get rid of some shit and make room for more. And then if you don't honor your Ophiuchian energy of doing self-reflection and figuring out why I'm hiding from the things that I keep creating, you're only going to make room to create more shit. So you have to look at it in that sense of, if I'm out here destroying everything or letting everything destroy me, at some point I got to take accountability for why I keep giving my energy to these same cycles. A lot of people can't do that because you'll make justification for your shit. And again, it's your perspective and it's your right to do things because at the end of the day, this is all experience. Everything here is about experience. But until you start taking responsibility and accountability for what you experience or why you experience or how you experience it, you just stay in experience. And a person with armor on in a field full of shit, still in a field full of shit. Oops. So we'll look at Sagittarian, the Sag and the Tear in us. What is taking us one level lower than where we're supposed to be finding wholeness? And again, as I tell you, in a collective consciousness, even that's a fucking trick. If everything is me, then why am I seeing myself in reflection? It's because you don't understand your own light. But we're not going to go that deep. So the Sag and the Tear in us. But again, as I said, Sagittarius has to understand how it got to be the hunter. What am I hunting for? If everything is me, why am I hunting for something else? It's because you don't have awareness of yourself. You just have awareness of what you're going through. So here's how Scorpio is going to affect Sagittarius. It's a struggle. It's the struggle. You only going to... Remember I told you got to face Ophiuchus? Here we go already. This is Ogun, and he already got his knee on the neck. He's got his knee on the neck of the snake. What's the snake? Knowledge. If I'm only struggling with what I know, then I'm only going to struggle to achieve getting out of that loop. See, that 8 becomes infinity, the cycle itself. Like I said, in Scorpio energy, you're learning to put things to death, things that no longer serve you. But sometimes the best way to put things to death is to stop giving it life. Take that for what it is. Hey there, Ray. Take that for what it is. And I appreciate that. Take that for what it is. I appreciate you doing that stitch. Take that for what it's worth. The best way to stop creating more things to do is to stop giving your energy into things that only want you to keep on doing. Now, if you just don't know how to sit your punk ass down and be still and do things for yourself, by all means, keep giving your energy to everybody else. It's your right to get into struggle. This is the strength card. Thank you, Goddess. Same with yours. That's why I stay liking it. So, again, Scorpio is going to affect Sagittarius by showing you the struggle. Remember, Scorpio is supposed to be putting everything to death. Again, like I just said, sometimes the best way to kill your enemy is to stop giving them life. Don't try and take their life. Don't try and transmute them and alchemize them, because the only thing you're alchemizing is you by giving them your TIME. This is my energy. You keep giving your time to things that have not already shown you the proper reflection, you don't even know who you are. But you can lie to yourself all day long. But after you get through killing everything and you realize, holy shit, the only thing left is me, Highlander energy, there can be only one. If I'm the only thing here, but yet there's still a struggle, where is the struggle? Take your time with that. If I get rid of everybody in my life that I think is a reflection of my struggle, but I'm still struggling, guess where the struggle was at? Hello, Ophiuchus, you need to face yourself. Hello, Anubis function, you need to weigh your energy. Ophiuchus, the hidden one, the serpent bearer, you need to face what you think you know. Because if what I think I know only keeps me going down cycles of having a battle with others, holy sheep shit, Batman. Holy sheep shit, Batman. The manipulator was me. The one, the magician, that fucking alchemist. That alchemist, that person to think that they can change somebody when somebody already told them, hi, this is who I am, accept me for who I am. Nah, player, I'm going to change you into what I want you to be, and I'm going to give you my energy, changing me, so that I can change you, and now we all changed. See, that's how Ophiuchus affects Sagittarius, the archer, getting out here hunting for somebody else. Hunting for somebody else without knowing who you are means that there's already two manipulators present. You manipulated yourself, and now you get out here and manipulate what you think you need to get out here and manipulate before it manipulates you. Again, at the beginning of this reading, I told you, no offense to anybody that's Sagittarius, but Sagittarian energy carries delusion with it. It really needs to learn its true mutable function. Shut the fuck up. The true mutable function of Sagittarius, that shit don't deserve no noise. And it ain't making enough noise for me to be hearing it. Mute. Shh. Silence. You understand that? So here is the overall Sagittarian energy that is going to affect this planet for the next 30-something days. Holy shit. Chaos in the order. What did we just tell you about alchemy? Trying to change lead into gold when lead was fine being lead. means you a colonizer. If I'm fine being who I am, but who I am is not enough for you, then stop trying to see me. Stop trying to see me. Stop trying to control me. Stop trying to change me. Stop choosing me. Unless you don't know who you are, and choosing something that is less than worth your time mean that you don't know the worth of your time itself. Oops. So the Sagittarian energy out here going to have you out here like Kali Ma. I'm going to destroy everything. Oops. But if everything is me and I'm destroying everything, who am I really destroying? Myself. Alchemy. I'm changing things for my benefit because I wasn't enough for me. And now if you ain't enough for me, I'm going to change you by exerting my energy and forcing my will. Kali Ma. Kali Ma, the divine feminine endangered. The counterpart to the divine feminine aspect known as Shiva. Do your research on that one. The only thing that can calm down Kali Ma is Shiva. Once she gets through fucking herself, then he's got to fuck her to bring her back down into satiation. Don't blame me. I didn't write the motherfucking story. So, Sagittarius energy had you out here trying to make order out of chaos when the only fucking source of chaos was you. Remember I said, for those y'all went in here, I said during this Sagittarian energy, that is your highest points of creation. Think about it. Based off of the turns of the wheel, on the last day of Sagittarius, 12/21, that's the winter solstice. That is the field of death itself. That is where, holy shit, everything should be out of my way, and I'm supposed to be planting the proper seeds so that when spring, the vernal equinox, comes forth, I'm in a better position. A lot of y'all are going to carry the same shit that you fighting with and then put that shit into the fucking ground. So, I'm just saying, you let your life tell your tale. So right there on this the whole Sagittarian field, the way it's going to affect you is you're not being effective for yourself. Oh, let me see if this is my daughter. Yeah, always on Papa duty. So from right there, we'll go down into how Sagittarius affects all 13 signs, including itself. So for those of y'all who like to ascribe yourself as signs, signs in separation and not of the whole, not as the whole message in wholeness, here is how Sagittarius is going to start out affecting the Aries energy. Holy shit, you ain't gonna see yourself as enough. You're gonna star in shit. Well, this is duality. I'll be fair. Because with Sagittarius being the lesser end of fire, no disrespect in that terminology, and Aries being the cardinal fire, that lower fire can be at the base of what's causing the flames. Scarcity. But if in the sense where Aries 17 does not understand what it's starring in, Aries is an aspect of war, then it might be wanting to get off of the battlefield. So in this sense, Aries is actually acting like Scorpio. And I've been telling y'all that for years. I don't give a fuck what you say. Scorpio is a fucking fire sign. Scorpio is the god of death. Aries is the god of war. War brings death. This, in the sense to where we're now saying how Sagittarius affects Aries, this is going to tell Aries what it needs to get rid of. Sagittarian energy is going to tell Aries, you need to stop starring in less shit. You need to get to a point of scarcity to where there is no separation. That's an admirable thing. But the problem with that from my level of thinking as a source thinker is, if you're telling yourself you have to get rid of somebody else in order to be safe within yourself, you're already in danger. You should never have to harm someone else to feel safe within yourself. In most cases, let's not be stupid. But let's just say if I'm going someplace that is already going to put me in danger, and then I got to fight because I done put myself in somewhere that's in danger, who's responsible? My dumb ass for going someplace that put me in danger. Look at the root of this reading. SagInTareIsUs. Going down one level below your wholeness. If you go one level below your wholeness, for you religious people, what's one level below here? Hell. You're going to hell. Motherfucker, we already here. You're already here. It's a state of mind. So if you won't take your mind out of hell, and if you won't quit feeding the energies of hell, trying to create a heaven, you're going to keep starring in a fucking shit show. Oops, and we do. Go vote. Sorry. Sorry. Not sorry. Won't even ask your honor to strike that from the record. Trying to choose between shit that already showed you that it's not going to leave you in a position to be enough, you're going to try and choose which one is going to give you a little bit more. But eventually you're going to have to kill them motherfuckers. You understand that? The Aries energy said, you know what, I just want to star in less shit until I can get to a better position to get rid of all the shit altogether. That's called tolerance. Versus accountability and responsibility. None of this shit is worth my time and energy. You can go bye-bye, you can go bye-bye, and you can go bye-bye. And I'd rather be by myself until I can find my proper reciprocal reflection. Not tolerate something that already gave me the answer. Manipulation through fucking alchemization. I'm going to change the values of everybody around me who already ain't valuing me enough. What was the equation? There was no proper value. So why is it getting my energy? Cue in 1001 excuses. Because that's the way it's done and that's the way it should be done. That's your traumas talking. So the Aries energy already said you don't see yourself as enough. That's your traumas talking. 1 and 7. The potential in who I think I am is based off of what I already been through. Holy shit. The Sagittarian energy that only met itself in Scorpio. Always at war. Damn. Okay. So from there, since I've already seen myself as Aries with Sagittarian energy, I don't see myself as enough. That's going to transfer over to Taurus. Taurus energy is tolerant. They're skeptical, but they have more tolerance. They're just going to sit and observe. Sometimes sitting in, what's that we say? Study long, study wrong. Study long, study wrong. Oops, 28. I'm just listening. Better be careful showing these cards. Some of them have breast out, and even though they're art, tickety top like to ban me. So this is the siren. What's the siren? The voice in my head. What's the siren? That voice in my head that could either take me through safely. Remember, Sagittarius is a hunter. Or they can take me further into danger and have my ass dashed on the rocks. What I would say about this, since I told you Taurus likes to sit and observe, if you're observing and you're only taking guidance from things that have more influence over you than you have over yourself, you're in danger. You're being more motivated by what you're seeing in others than what you have been shown for yourself or for what you're showing to yourself. That's dangerous. And again, in this realm, that's a lot of people. You are more influenced by what others show you that you're already engaged in experience versus what are my set of needs? What are my set of wants? What are my set of desires? What is my values? What am I identifying with within myself? And if what is about to get my time and attention is not my reflection, not my circus, not my monkeys. Some of y'all keep a ticket in your hand. Some of y'all have permanent lifetime membership to every circus that pops up on this planet. Kind of gets back into what I was saying earlier about the question about being a fucking empathic dumping ground or a true energy eater. True energy eater, to be somewhat vampiric about it, we only come out to eat when we're hungry. You energy eaters can't escape this shit. You empathic energy eaters, you can't escape this shit. And you come up with this formalized format of energy of I'm going to destroy everything around me. That's called a smorgasbord. You are inundated with too much energy from everybody around you because everybody around you affects you because you're not effective for yourself. Spoken from experience as a fucking vampire. Sexual vampire, not blood vampire. Look it up. So, hold on. I'll deal with that. Alright, so from there, from Taurus, you go into Gemini. Remember, Aries and Sagittarius already said, you know what? I got to deal with the separation. The abeji, the sacred twin. I got to deal with things in a sense of duality. Gemini honors that duality, and then duality becomes the programming. But yet duality is a choice. You can start to look at things from a sense of singularity, and that's going to reduce the amount of energy you expend into all this shit. Keep looking at it from duality and wanting duality to become one, you already sold yourself down the wrong fucking river. My experience, my perspective. So Gemini says, I'm going to go through this program and I'm going to see what things I need to create. Remember, Sagittarius, creator energy. So Gemini is only going to try and build from the program based off of what it thinks is going to enslave it. What it thinks is going to enslave it, but that's 27, the reflection of the things that show me me. At this point in time, I would like to challenge y'all to stop being determined by your experiences. The things that show me me, but I don't know who I am, that's not you. Henceforth, what I've said for almost a decade, you are not the summation of your experiences. You're the totality of your choices. You can become hardened by the shit you went through, and then that becomes your base foundation for how you operate. Or you can understand that some of that shit that means to take my energy or enslave me ain't a proper reflection of me, and then holy shit, cancel the circus. Don't show up with your fucking peanuts in your hand and going out here and getting into experiences that make you feel endangered. Hunter, archer, you get out here already endangered, and now that's the only program you know. And then that shit gets internalized, especially in the Gemini. Love y'all. Raised a couple of them. You motherfuckers are endangered in your own damn mind. Your worst enemy for a Gemini is usually you. And then you try and process that shit from the two sides of my mind where you can't even make up your own mind within yourself, and then you expect somebody else to treat you fucking in wholeness. Oops. So Gemini, you become enslaved to the ideology that if I get out here and I can see both sides of the picture, then it'll show me me. 2 + 2 = 4 in a lot of cases. You only trap yourself. Trying to become the programmer for what's enslaving you only ends up enslaving you. Because everything gets your fucking energy. You become erratic as fuck. Remember, I told you I call Sagittarians the masters of delusion. So if the whole fucking master of delusion becomes the core for the programming, guess what you're going to keep on creating? More delusional programming. Holy shit, Cancer. It's more than a crab. It's a sickness. So the Sagittarian energy that hits Cancer, where I'm already able to point out what's wrong out here, but holy shit, that one finger out there did not show me the 3 that was killing me. The thoughts that are killing me, because I already operate out of a sense of danger. Most Cancers already have an innate level of danger within themselves, but they're good at pointing out the things that could potentially trigger them. Hold on a second. Think that over. He can come after 3. I got an appointment. Grandpa duty. Alright, so we're at the point of Cancer where the Sagittarian energy to tell me to just keep on creating things to keep me safe, that's lack of accountability. I don't need to be safe. I just need to be aware. The most powerful thing in this realm is awareness. Awareness will show me what to love. Awareness will show me what to hate. Awareness will show me what perception is. Awareness will show me what perspective is. Awareness will show me what discernment is. Awareness will show me what hate is and fear and all this other shit. Awareness shows you everything. Awareness tells you what to know. Everything else that I just said, knowledge, love, perspective, perception, discernment, hate, all that other shit, those are after actions. Those are after I've already given my energy into something. You can't know love until you exerted energy, but you can have awareness and never give anything your fucking time. I'm aware that it's raining outside, but do I have the experience of standing in it right now? Nope. Ta-da. I don't know what it's going to feel like to stand outside until I move into it. Awareness comes before everything. So Cancer, before you become aware of what can make you sick, you need to become aware of the sickness within you, because holy shit, everything is a reflection of the sickness within me. Everything out here is a reflection of me in my wholeness or me in my sickness. Oops. Remember what I told you at the beginning? You need to understand what's killing you, that Scorpio energy. Cancer The sickness, the only thing that's killing me is what I keep struggling with. The only thing I keep going back around with, 8, the infinity that won't lay down. Draw 8 and draw an infinity symbol. Infinity is nothing but an 8 that has fell asleep. No, not yet. But the 8 is an infinity that won't lay down. Infinity that won't stop chasing itself becomes a struggle. So the Cancer right here is the fact that I think that I can beat this struggle, but holy shit, if you've been paying attention, where did the struggle come from? The struggle came from within. So where was the sickness? Within. Everybody else out here that I think that is endangering me is only a reflection of where the danger is at within myself. Look at them and figure out what they really mean to me. And if there is no value there, dismiss them. If there is some value there, then you need to do the inner work. Not the shadow work. You need to do the inner work on me to understand why I'm giving my light that even produces a shadow. There's levels and layers to the shit. Or I can get out here and become Leo, the fixed fire. I can get out here and keep giving my energy into the things that I keep giving life. Leo represents the sun. The sun is the source of life here. The SUN is the source of life here. Before somebody start that bullshit in a minute, I can already feel it coming. So Leo is going to be affected by Sagittarius by understanding it is the abundance. This is the card that always gets me muted. This is the Lilith energy. This in the sense of the Wheel of Fortune. Leo has to understand that whatever I give my attention to is going to be what gets me messed up. If you don't know the story about Lilith, look it up too. Make a choice between what's going to harm me and what's going to harm me, but which one is you going to harm me less? The whole equation was you're going to vote. So Leo, keep giving your power to who you think needs to be in power, and they'll keep you looking for life. They'll keep you looking for life when, holy shit, the only thing you did was vote or sponsor or sign a contract for your own death. Hey, resonance only. So, from right there from Leo, where you giving your life to things that you want to support life, you run into Virgo. Most of the things that you gave life to in your past really only showed you trauma. They really almost took you out. And that's true with most Virgo energies is they'll, and I don't mean to be disrespectful when I say this, they'll tell themselves they've been through a lot of shit and then they try and operate out of that trauma. You understand that? Most Virgos done been through something and now they on the other end of the experience and they just want to make sure they don't go back through the experience because I'm stronger now. The problem is you're standing stronger in that field of shit. Remember I told you about Taurus? If I stand in the field of shit just because I got on armor, don't mean I got out of the fucking shit. The Virgo energy that realized it already completed a cycle needs to get off of the fucking road. That's why you hear me call Virgo Bambi. Stand in the middle of the road like a deer with the fucking headlights coming. You need to get out of the way. Hey, Camille. You need to get out of the way. Virgo, Sagittarian energy already gave its light. It already showed you where the light's at. It already showed you what you need to create. What you need to create is you in abundance. Not an abundance of experiences that you can go through trying to find yourself. Remember, the Sagittarius is a hunter. Virgo, in the sense to where it has already got rid of everything that's killing it, stop reproducing events to verify that you're alive. And that's what most Virgos do. That relationship was bad, so I just want one that's going to be better. Better than what? Than what this other person showed me. Okay, yeah, the other person showed you some shit, but what did you allow? Well, see, I did a bunch of fucking excuses. So no accountability, just the ability to make a new account that's going to be better than the one that already drained them. This is what Sagittarius is going to do to a lot of you Virgos. Holy shit. It's going to show you where you need to succumb to that shit. Remember, a lot of events that you went through, and this is all of us, a lot of the events we went through are designed to kill you. This is chaos realm. You go through experiences that really drain your energy. But did you die? If you didn't die, you need to succumb to that death. You need to succumb to the ideology that it meant to kill you, because whether it meant to kill you or not, you're here. Stop surviving and live. Succumb to that experience. Succumb to Succumb as in let go. Let go of that experience that you've been through and stay present. And take accountability, responsibility, and use your awareness, not your knowledge. Use your awareness so that you can overcome. That's the old school hermit. He's sitting at the mountaintop, meditating, reflecting on everything he'd been through. If you was here at the beginning of the reading, I told you Scorpio shows you what needs to die, and Ophiuchus is the Anubis function. Ophiuchus is you struggling with what you know. Only don't struggle with what you know. Namaste that shit and then tell it to Nama go. You understand that? The Anubis function at the end in comedic ideology, you go to Anubis and he weighs your heart against the feather. If you let go of all that shit you've been through, the good, the bad, you stop weighing and measuring that shit, you ain't got shit to lose. You ain't got shit to worry about. Yeah, I done some fucked up shit in my life, but you know what? It was an experience. You know what? That person didn't give me what I want out of it, and I'm waiting for more. Holy shit. You want another reincarnation cycle because you still in journey. You understand that? Succumb to that ideology that somebody owes you and succumb to that ideology that you owe somebody. If you ain't in a reciprocal reflection, meaning 1 and 1 equals 1, then you in a karmic struggle. So with this Virgo energy, let me make sure I didn't already know Virgo. Yeah, I do Virgo. Virgo said you need to die to that shit. So right there from Virgo, you go to Libra. Remember, I just told you, you're going to meet the Anubis function. Libra is basically the scales. It's not the weighing of the scales, it's the scales itself. The problem with being at the scales itself, Libra, is the shit you keep putting on it. It said weigh the heart versus the feather, not the heart versus the fucking stones. Take that for what it's worth, Libra. But the Sagittarius energy said you need to go out here hunting for you. So that was the whole answer. Libra, if I'm supposed to establish balance with myself, what do I need to put on the scales? Myself. I need to review me before I get out here and give exchange of value with anything else. I'm going to weigh me versus what that person did. Well, you know what? That's not you, but that's you. Dupe. Or dupe. It's already unbalanced. You have to learn to weigh you versus you. What I allowed as choice and what I didn't allow as choice, and then lose the value of all this shit altogether. So Libra, here's how that Sagittarius energy, that delusional energy of trying to find balance, will have you acting like Sagittarius. This was the Sagittarius energy overall. So that Libra, I'm only trying to find balance with the things that I'm trying to put in order. Same shit I just said. Trying to put everything on the scale except for you. So Libra, don't get out here and try and establish order, because you ain't going to do nothing but revert back into Kalima. You're already in danger within yourself. Which will take you right back to Scorpio. Remember I said at the beginning, I said Sagittarius needs to learn its value of what Scorpio showed it. Scorpio showed its struggle. Holy shit, what's 8 plus 8? 16. That struggle only doubled up on itself. So when you get back around here to Scorpio, I'm trying to kill the things that are going to make me have to go on a journey as Sagittarius. So Scorpio should kill everything that it keeps giving its energy to. But I take that back. It shouldn't kill everything that it keeps giving its energy to. That's that bullshit y'all like to talk about, calling my power back. No, I just need to kill the power source. I need to quit letting my energy out, creating things that I'm one day have to destroy. Holy shit, sound like man and technology. Sorry. So here we go. Sorry, Scorpio. I need to quit being the teacher and the student. Because holy shit, if this is all me, an energetic experience of my choices, the only thing moving is me. So that means I'm both the teacher and the student. I'm the Hierophant. I already know all this shit. But because I can't remember it, I'm going to go on a journey. I'm going to go on a journey to find what I already know within by creating new experiences that I keep creating externally. Make it make sense. What you're going through in this realm by choosing motion, 5, movement, is not what is you authenticity. It is not you in authenticity. It is you in experience. It's two different things. 2 cups of water. Put dye in it. That's experience. The other cup, leave it alone. That's authentic. 2 different things. If the dye is proper, still got the same taste though. But in appearance, it's 2 different things. So you get out here trying to become that Scorpio energy, it's going to show you what you need to get rid of. I need to get rid of the teacher. What's the teacher experience? Holy shit, Anubis function. What are you weighing? Myself versus my experiences. What do I need to get rid of? My experiences. How do you get rid of your experiences? Let them motherfuckers go. Understand that I already been through it and look at the value of what it showed me, and then holy shit, value me more. I didn't say pretend like they didn't exist. Just understand that what I went through is not where I'm at now. It's where I have been. Those are linear past events and linear future events. All I have is now. And I need to NOW, turn that shit into OWN. I need to own my energy. Not be owned by everything that is moving me all over this fucking map. Because holy shit, if it's moving me all over the map, then the only thing I'm hiding from is me. So holy shit, if Ophiuchus is the hidden one, and Ophiuchus is fighting with knowledge, who is Ophiuchus fighting with? Holy shit, Ophiuchus is fighting with itself. So holy shit, who's the snake? You. Holy shit, who was really in the garden trying to trick somebody into eating from the fruit? You. Your inability to choose for yourself means that you got influenced by something that chose for you. And that's everybody. I don't care what fucking walk of life you go through. Your inability to choose for yourself means that you'll let this bullshit out here influence you. Not gonna get on it, but think about it. Snoop pulled the okie doke on most of y'all. Snoop came on and said, I'm through smoking. And then next thing you know, people was like, well, goddamn, if Snoop, a professional smoker, through smoking, maybe I should quit too. What, 2-3 days later? Flameless smoker. Chink! Now you got thousands of people who joined the bandwagon of Snoop ain't gonna smoke, so I ain't gonna smoke. Holy shit. Influence is a motherfucker. Especially when you don't have no knowledge of self, let alone awareness of who the fuck you are. Sorry for you. We see that shit all day long. All you gotta do is go on social media, influencers, and they got 500,000 likes for showing you a titty or their thigh or their BBL or something on that sense. Whatever male part they're showing, they'll show you something and bow, 5 million likes. Somebody else will say, you know what? Here's a perspective on how you can possibly do things better. 2 views. Because the system of influence, once you paying attention to shit, that only keep your ass in a fucking struggle. But it ain't a struggle for you because holy shit, you go back to your Taurus energy. You go back to your Taurus energy. You only motivated by the voices in your head, but yet the voices in your head ain't never been for you, which means you ain't never been for yourself. Oops. And if you ain't never been from yourself, the only person you hiding from is yourself. So Sagittarius turns that shit right back on around. Earlier, I told you Ophiuchus affects Sagittarius by showing Sagittarius you are the magician. You're the alchemist. You're the first manipulator. So now Sagittarius says, well, if I'm the first manipulator and I'm you, let's see what's real. Oops, what the fuck you scared of? So what's the grand manipulator in this realm? Fear. Using the snake in the garden analogy, hey, you know what? If you eat from that fucking fruit of that fruit from the tree of good and evil, shit gonna change. Damn. Shit gonna change? I'm kind of scared because I don't know what that change gonna look like, and I'm scared. So let me see what that change gonna be. You get it? The fear of not being enough on your own will let you become influenced by anything that means to show you something different. Oops. So from right there, where Ophiuchus has now met itself as Sagittarius, Sagittarius now has to face itself as Sagittarius. I'm out here looking for me, trying to find me through all the experiences that I've been through. A real Sagittarius would lose the delusion at that point. I can't go find me while looking for me if I don't know who the fuck I am. Real story. I wish I remembered the date, but that woman a few years ago had amnesia, went on a search party looking for herself with the search party. Only she don't remember who the fuck she was. Hello, divine amnesia. Y'all don't know who y'all are. Hell, I don't even know who I am. I just have a better idea because I honor awareness and not knowledge. But do I know who I fully am? Doubt it. Am I becoming less moved by what I think I know? I can tell you most certainly, hell yeah. So the Sagittarian energy says, you know what? You delusional motherfucker, you better face your own delusion. You better face your own delusion because holy shit, you've been tricked by your own fires. You getting out here hunting for your fire, but the fire was already within. But if you out here being burnt by everything that you gave your fire to and you didn't know who you were, your ass going backwards. I'll walk you through this one. You've been tricked by looking for you without knowing who you are, that you are already out here with fear because I don't know who I am and I can't trust everything. Delusion. You already are in battle within yourself. So I'm trying to find the things that can teach me a better me so that I can put myself in order so that I can succumb to not knowing who I am and then become the abundance and then win the struggle of what I thought was going to enslave me because now I got the proper motivation from within me to show me that scarcity was a trick so I can put myself back in order. But put myself back in order how? By understanding that the whole manipulation was that I had to struggle. So you mean to tell me you went through a journey just to find yourself only to get to the end and say, you know what? Cue in Glenda the Good Witch, fellow trickster spirit. The power was already within you. Again, I say this all the time, but if I was Dorothy, I would have whooped her ass. You mean I had to get out here and go on a journey and all I had to fucking do was click my heels 3 times? Yes. You just didn't ask the right question. Hello, as a trickster, I've been telling y'all that for years. As a trickster, we don't lie. You just don't ask the right question, you don't get the right answer. Because even our answer is not a truth, it's just a fucking perspective. It's up for you to know. But you better be aware. Sacred clown shit. So, you can get tricked by thinking you understand your own fire, but if you can't admit that you don't even know who the fuck you are, you're already in danger of going on a journey. Oops. Because now once you go on a journey and you already been tricked, what Sagittarian is going to trick you into doing is becoming Capricorn, the god of thought. I am going to outthink myself. It's me versus me. Shh, stop that shit. Because if it's me versus me, who gonna win? Not me. It's just me. It's just me and ME, my energy. Mental energy. This is my experience. So the only thing that is tricking me is what I give my energy to. So if I need to be the god of thought in Capricorn, then I need to be the thinker. Because the only thing that can rule over a thought is a fucking thinker. I need to covet my 9. I need to covet, this is the Hermit, I need to covet my 9 by understanding that that 9 was really my 6. 6, the field of love. 6, the foundation. 6, the trauma. 9, the highest vibration, the control. What was the trauma? Controlling my vibration. You motherfuckers say that shit every day. See, so-and-so said something about me. You know what, man, I ain't even fit to address that because they ain't gonna do but work my energy and I'm healing and I'm in a better place. So let me covet my energy enough and work on my healing because they mean to take me backwards. See, at that point, you become Capricorn. I got better control over me than over who trying to control me. Because the Sagittarius said, hey, you can get out here and go on a journey and you can hunt and you can shoot them with your arrows. What's my arrows? My energy. I can give somebody my energies and dominate them, or I can keep my energy for myself and understand that they already dominated from within. Suffer a fool not to live? Nah. Suffer a fool not to be in my space. I don't give a fuck whether you live or die. Really. You just ain't finna get none of my delicious energy. We want to play this fucking this meat suit game about signs. Capricorn moon, Aries sun, Capricorn's moon, Aquarius rising. So, getting right here, Capricorn says, covet you and the healing that's going on within before you get out here and try and heal others. Because if you don't know who the fuck you are and you healing everybody else, you giving everybody else your delusion. Oops. If you giving your delusion to everybody else, Sag, it, tear, and us, you have already went one step below the wholeness, and now it's in all of us. Holy shit, what do we call that? It's an infection. If I'm sick, delusional, and I'm feeding you my delusion, then you get a world. You get a world ran off of colonization because the sickness that I invest in now must become the only way that you can think. And even when it ain't the only way you have to think, it's still the only way you know how to think because holy shit, you're still infected. Oops. Giving honor and glory to everybody except for me. So I must separate me from being able to do this to myself. Did I just want to separate myself from everything else that's doing me? So the Sagittarian schizophrenic energy transfers over to Aquarius because I just want to separate from myself. I want to separate myself from the things that I think ain't my proper reflection, but you don't even own your own light. Oops. Sagittarius and Aquarius. Oops. You don't even own your own light. Are you the 6 or you 9 or you just out here trying to find balance? You 69 of yourself. And everybody about to come. Oops. You 69 of yourself. Why? Because whereas Capricorn said the only person I can control is me, I need to covet my energy. Aquarius says, no, I don't agree with that. I need to share my energy with things that are a better reflection of me. But wait a minute, everything is you. Yeah, I know, but I'm going to share my energy with the things that are a better reflection of me. Not get rid of everything altogether and holy shit, quit hiding from myself. Quit hiding from myself. Because holy shit, where was the infection at? Within. What's the infection? Your fear. What's your fear? My fear of not being enough, or my fear of not having the ability to be the fucking creator. So I got to think that something else is doing it for me. Pisces. I just want to be a fish, but I don't know which fish I am. I'm a big fish, I'm a little fish, or I'm just both fishes running away from myself. God damn, Pisces. Pick a fucking side. Pisces. The most delusional sign. Pisces cusp, if we're playing the game. Pisces cusp. I fall in that category. The sign of rebirth, as it's purportedly called. Rebirth into what? Rebirth into the same shit that's going to separate me. Is it one fish? Is it two fish? Is it three fish? Or is it none? Can you answer that? If I put two fish on there, how many is there? It's a fucking perspective. So Sagittarius says, you can go find yourself, but remember it's all a perspective because you didn't face yourself, you didn't face your fear, so you're only going to delusionally create more experiences of yourself in separation. Bloop. So here is... I'm going to leave it as one. Normally I split Pisces, but we're going to leave it as one. So you're going to get out here and you're going to split yourself into going on a journey, but you're going to try and use it from multiple perspectives. Option A, option B, but you'll never see the fact that both of them are in existence. And you're connected to it all. This is the element of water. Holy shit, Pisces. You swimming outside of the water. You become the motherfucking mermaid. You are dependent on the waters that you need to create, but you don't want to own the fact that you were the creator of the waters. Oh shit. I'm apathetic to the fact that I did this, and this ain't just about creation. This is your experiences too. These are your choices. This is your alchemical processes of I did that. And then I allowed and authorized an experience that showed me all kind of bullshit. Not, I went through some shit and they shouldn't have done it to me, or they ain't have to do me like that, or why? No. What part of you signed the contract to keep going through the shit that keeps on putting your ass into expansion? If you connect more to what is drowning you, more than what is showing you wholeness, hey goddess, then it's all on you. It's all on you. So that's how Sagittarius affects Pisces. Is it'll show you the apathetic parts. But if my apathy, the things that I can't stand to face, are really the things that are really showing me, you will delusionally run toward things that make you feel safe. That's bandwagoning energy, and that's a big thing out here. That's where you see people who have. I say this all the time, but it is what it is. I tell you, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but I call shit for what it is. That's where you see a delusional motherfucker with a bunch of other delusional motherfuckers, and they become delusional motherfuckers together. That is where you can see somebody, and see what it is somebody sitting around the corner with the light switch for the sun, and they turn it off at 8 o'clock every night. Yeah, brother. Shit like that. When you see that shit like that, his delusions or her delusions stroke your delusions, and it's safer to go down that journey of delusional than to stop and face yourself and say, you know what? None of this shit make fucking sense. None of this shit makes sense because I ain't making sense within me. I'm too busy trying to find some place to be safe because I don't want to face the fucking real danger. What's the real danger? The real danger is you. The real danger is, even on this whole table full of fucking separation, you don't want to face your wholeness. You don't want to face your wholeness. You don't want to understand that you are the creator of this fucking tricks. The plentifulness was already you. And isn't until you sit your ass still, you'll never see your wholeness. We all delusional. We're all delusional based off of the sense that we only pay attention to the things that give us a sense of safety or a sense of awareness or a sense of knowledge or makes us feel like we are going down a course or journey into something more. We'll hold on to it. We've all been delusional. We've all had some level of belief that eventually got exposed as lie. It's just how you learn to move after the awareness. You get it? Sorry if there's a young person in here, or sorry if you're old enough to still keep believing in Santa Claus. Once you realize that Santa Claus was not bringing the presents, you had to make a choice. You know what? Goddamn, I guess I got to be a little bit better because shit, mom and dad keep damn putting that shit up under the tree. So maybe they are watching if I'm naughty or nice. See, you didn't fall apart. Oh shit, Santa ain't doing it. Santa ain't doing it. Mima, why you lied to me? You see what I'm saying? You didn't fall apart into delusion. You had to come into accountability. And that's what a lot of people are doing, is you have to become more accountable to the delusions that you face within yourself. Not delusion, you keep trying to force that shit on others. And I'm surprised that didn't happen in my feed today, because it normally happens. Somebody come in here with their delusions of what they believe in that don't really believe in them, and they'll try and force that shit on everybody else. And then we have a whole fucking field full of fucking delusions, if that makes sense. So there's nothing wrong with being in delusion, as long as you don't lose yourself to the illusion. You just have to start being big boy and big girl and say, you know what? I've been investing in some fuck shit. The banana and tailpipe. I need to be better accountable about what I'm investing my energy in. And again, you hear me say this all the time. Let your life tell your tale. If what I'm investing in is showing me a better me, stay your course. Even if somebody else is like, man, that shit's delusional as hell. If it's showing you more, stay in it until you hit the end and learn that it ain't gonna show you nothing else. Because at the end of every journey, my personal experience, metaphysically speaking, in talking with spirits and talking with deities, angels, demons, and all this shit that are nothing but fragments of me in separation, at the end of every journey should be you as the one holding the fucking string. You understand that? In the ideology of me creating a thought, I'm already at the end of that thought. I just have to go through the journey to find myself at the ending. That's called experience. That is what time is. This is my energy and exertion of choices producing experiences. Once I get to the end of the experience, I should already be there. You're already at the end. It's just the choices in the middle that produces the delusions, illusions, and everything else in the middle. So at the end of the day, the plentifulness is within. It's just about getting into alignment so that you can manifest what's already here. Keep getting out of line for yourself and into alignment with everything else that delusionally keeps moving you. Then you only keep on creating more fires. Hope that makes sense. So, wholeness. Thank you, goddess. Thank you to everybody who sent gifts. just keep being the best you. It ain't gonna get no easier, but it's not gonna get any easier because we're too busy trying to find ways to make the hard what's acceptable. But just keep being the best you and stay in your fucking lane. That's it. That's all. Wholeness.